In this video, we're looking at annuities. So previously, we've covered compound interest, and this looks at a single payment over time and how much money or interest it makes, that single payment. Now, obviously, a more efficient way of generating wealth or money is to make regular contributions to an investment. And now this is what we call an annuity. So usually we can use a table of future values of an annuity to calculate these final investments or the size of what regular contributions we need to make if we have a goal. So on your screen is an example of this. And how you read it is, along the top is your percentage per period. So if I was saying 4% per annum, I would be looking at this column here. All right. Now on the left is your periods. If I was saying 2 months, I could say 2 years, I could say there. If I said I was making an investment for 15 months, I would look down here, okay? So, we use this table to find out our final amounts, essentially. So, if we have a question here, find the future value of an annuity with annual contributions of $6,300 for 7 years at 4% per annum. So the first thing I want to do is go up to this table and I want to look for 7%, 7 years, so 7 over here, and I want to look for 4%, so here. I then need to find where they meet, so this is this square here, alright. Now, we would need to be investing $7.8983 as each time, each period, alright, to get our goal. So, what we need to do now is we multiply that number, so our future value is going to be how much we're investing, our contribution. So we're investing this much every year, and we're going to multiply this by what we call that factor. So our factor was 7.8983. So once you do that, at the end of our 7 years, end of our 7 years, we'll have $49,759.29. All right. Now we're adding each year. Each year we're adding 6,300, and then we're also getting our compound interest added on. So now we've got a different question. We need to find the future value of an annuity with contributions of $400 a month for 2 years at 12% paid monthly. So the first thing I want to do is make sure I have everything in the right time period. So our 2 years, need to be converted to months. So we're going to times that by 12. And we get 24 months. And the interest rate, which is 12% per year or per annum, also needs to be divided by 12 to get it to a monthly interest rate, which is 1% per month. And now these are the figures we're dealing with when we're looking at our table. So I'm looking at the 24 months and 1% per month. Now, in the example above, I didn't put that there, so I'm going to write down what our factor is. So our factor comes out as 26.9735. All right. Now, I also want to make sure I'm turning my $400. I'm making sure that that is our contribution down here, and we're going to times that by our 26.9735. Now, just right here, FV for future value. Now, if you do that, you end up with 10,789.4. So, if you're making contributions of $400 a month for 2 years at 12% per annum, and the interest is paid monthly, you'll end up with $10,789.40. Now we'll look at this one. Elena wants to put aside a regular amount of money each month for 2 years at 12% per annum paid monthly. So she'll have to have $8,000 to pay for this filmmaking course she wants to do. So the first thing we want to do again is make sure we're all in the right units. So we have our 2 years. So that's going to convert to 24 months. We also have our 12% per annum, and that is equivalent to 1% per month. So this time, my factor, now again, usually I would go up and use that table. In this case, I'm just going to write it down, is 26.9735. Okay, now usually what we do is we multiply that by our contribution. This time we're trying to find our contribution. I know I want to get to $8,000, and usually what we do is we have our contribution, in this case X, multiplied by our factor. So what I could do is rearrange this, and we could divide by my factor. And what you do to one side, you do to the other side. They cancel out. And I'm left with X equals 8,000 over 26.9735. And that comes out at $296.59 per month.